Our next speaker is a professional fight sports announcer and commentator in the Philippines. With background in business process outsourcing, digital marketing, leadership, and media, he loves to entertain, communicate, and nurture relationships with partners, clients, and sports fans. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome founder of Powcast Sports, Mr. Pow Salud.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for has arrived. This is the main event. Yeah. Guys, I know, busy pa ba kayo dyan? Alright, promise, after this, just to set expectation, after this, mamimigay ako ng kabuhayan package. So yung mga nandito, swerte nyo. I will give you something that you can use after. Promise to, promise. May mga taga-ibang sports pa ba? Parang puro boxing. Sino ba yung taga-ibang sports? Motocross? E-games? E-sports? Cycling? Thank you very much. I know you would appreciate this. MMA? Arm wrestling! Magpapro na rin yan. Okay.
These guys on social media are essentially their own TV networks now. Russell Westbrook, he is reaching millions and millions of people every time he posts on social media, reaching more people than a regional or local game that's just underplaying every night. It's pretty amazing to think that these guys are leaving the basketball court and reaching more people through media that they're creating themselves than when they're actually doing what they're famous for, or what got them all these followers to begin with. Social media is turning the traditional athlete endorsement deal completely on its head. The athlete endorsement deal of the past was really just an appearance deal. You were agreeing to appear in a TV spot. The new endorsement deal is a true endorsement because the athlete is actually going to show themselves using it if they believe in that product on their social media channels to all of their fans. That's a true endorsement. Social media is really changing the world. You can see and watch anything from anywhere.
So, social media, very interesting topic to most of us. I was looking at the crowd and tama-tama yung topic ko kasi puro millennials yung naiwan no? Puro bata. Anong puro bata lahat yung naiwan no? Yes! Para sa mga, ano talaga to, para sa mga bata Anyway, my name is Pow Salud and it would not be good for social media if I don't say that I can be found on Powcast Sports or Pow Salud. So I am managing Powcast Sports, the website, social media, YouTube, and well, it's 15 minutes. I'm supposed to have a lot of things to say there, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you a quick question. And I would like the crowd to answer this. What or where did you watch your last sports content? Saan kayo huling nanood ng any sports?
TV.
Meron ako narinig?
TV.
Video! Saan? Saan ba? Sa TV? Cellphone?
TV.
Sa Facebook? Okay. So, thank you. Mga fans. Alright. I just wanted to give you a quick evolution of media, and this is very simple. Since mga millennials yung mga naiwan, they know the evolution of media, starting from your small television to the big television, and then from big television, people now watch on a small screen. So from big, small, balikan na, and then the radio, and then the internet, newspaper, and now we are at the social media age. Your social media is your radio, your podcast. Your social media is your television. You have your YouTube. It is also your sources of news. So for sports, why is this relevant? This is relevant because the power of media has been distributed not only to the media, but to everyone. Lahat tayo, we can broadcast. We can be our own news agency because of the power of social media. And as a promoter, as an athlete, we should take advantage of this. So, I'm gonna go as quick as possible. I know what you did last night. So yung mga kaibigan ko dito na nag-update, lalo na yung mga boksingero, we know exactly where we are. We know what we did, what we ate. This was my post last September 21. I was supposed to watch WWE. I wasn't able to do so because I was stuck in a boxing match with Carl Lopez Martin. And who here saw the fight of Carl Lopez Martin? Boxers. Yung promoter pala nandun, no? Hi, ma'am. Okay. So, where am I going here? Sports has changed, and social media is a big part of it. Because of social media, it's easier to be a star. So yung mga athlete, if you're good, and sabi nga, media has helped. Media is now a big partner of social media. Even television network, even newspaper has evolved to become a social media agency. Mga newspaper, tabloids in TAPS, tabloid organization of the Philippine sports, they're also on social media now. They're evolving, and because of the behavior and the lifestyle of people. Look at these three guys. They're watching sports to their cell phone, although they're sitting beside each other. So, social media is a big part, and basically I'm here to let you know to use it, but to use it properly. And I'm going to be giving you more information on how to use social media properly. Now, smartphones, and everyone has smartphones these days, 5 minutes. Smartphones these days, this is basically the equipment that you will use. Now, social media allows you to, mas mabilis. Talo nyo pa yung mga news agency kasi pagkatapos ng game, your friend is gonna tweet right away and you're gonna know the result right away, sometimes faster than the news agency. So you take advantage of this opportunity. With social media as well, you have the opportunity to engage with your fans. Look at Russell Westbrook, look at the big star, look at Terence Romeo. Pag siya yung nag-broadcast, marami nakakaalam. Now, of course, marami siyang followers. And that followers could share it to his profile, and more followers could go on. So that's the power of social media. And in this stage, second screening in sports. People would argue yung tatlong lalaki doon, baka nanonood lang sila ng malaking screen na TV, which could be true. But then again, kahit nanonood tayo sa TV, we're still holding our phone and checking our tweets, and checking on the stats, and checking on what my cousin is talking about this game. Social media, if used properly, could be a big advantage in the sports. In the States, they have, in DirecTV, they have like the stats of the games itself updated. Actually, PBA is doing that. So I'm just going to move along. So again, there's a shift in power of information in sports. Before, when you read something on news, and let's say an athlete didn't quite like the article, they can already respond back. Before, you can't do that because you don't have the power to share what you have in mind. So for example, medyo na misinterpret ng konti, yung athlete sasagot kagad sa social media, and basically again, they have that power and they have the access, and everyone has the direct access to these athletes. Again, it's fast and easy. Everyone could tweet right away. Okay, so these days, the athletes, the fans has more power. And again, with the enablement of social media, look at Terence Romeo's account. Basically, he doesn't need media because he said that the Romeo's Grill, he just posted it and it has thousands of views. And you can easily go viral and be a star on social media. Now, in boxing, there's one star in the US that's more popular on social media, but that's really a great boxing, but he's like a co-main event. Ryan Garcia is a big star, not because he is a good boxer, or not as good boxer, but he has a lot of social media followings. And because of that, he gets paid more. So, sa mga athlete na, at saka sa mga promoter na nagreklamo, well, we're not getting any sponsors because we don't have TV coverage. I mean, if you use your social media followings, like, I asked Pedro Taduran, the new world champion, palakpakan naman natin. Yun. Do you have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook? Wala. Dapat meron. Kasi it's easier to gather followings if you have that. And sabi ko, may pangkabuhayan, sabihin ko na kagad. After your career and during your career, if you sum up that many of followers, you get paid just to post something. And you get paid by YouTube. Why do you think if you watch Showtime, if you watch all the celebrities, they always say, follow me on YouTube? Because Google is promoting videos in YouTube because it's the future. And athletes has the power because they have followings. And if they have social media and they continue to build that followings, even after their career, it sticks there. Look at Manny Pacquiao. When he posts something, that's a lot of money. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of money. I'm living off on social media. That's why there's influencer. Now, when you call a press con, you ask the media to come. But most of the time now, you don't just ask for the media. You ask for bloggers. You ask for influencers. And that's the power of social media. Now, influencers have to build themselves. But athletes, promoters, you're building yourself through sports. And so it should be easier for you to get that followings. And you should be able to take advantage of your social media account. And I want to say, social media and esports gaming, they came in the right time. You see on Facebook, there's a lot of people playing games. And there's a lot of people watching. They earn money on that. These are the evolution of sports. Spin, I think, is the #1 sports for me. Now, I put one championship here because they're a good example of a promoter that turns into their own media. They have millions of following and they broadcast their own show on their own social media page. And everything now is online because it's faster. People can't wait to get their updates, to get their highlights. Unfortunately, they can't wait for the newspaper tomorrow because they want it now. And that is social media. Now, one thing I just want to give you some insight. And you can't read this, but video traffic, YouTube video traffic is now 60% of the internet. So meaning 60% of the traffic on the internet is video, and Netflix alone is 12%. And hindi pa lahat sa Pilipino usually nanonood ng Netflix. By 2021 daw, video will take about 80% of internet traffic. That's why I do a lot of videos. But tapos na to. Last, and this is just to summarize things. Why you should do social media, and we can have another topic on how to do this. Fans engagement. Fans wants to be involved. Fans wants you to answer their questions. Sagutin yung mga tanong ng mga fans, and then magiging loyal sila. At they want to be involved. Brand marketing or marketing yourself. And then sponsorship. It's hard to ask for sponsorship and dahil mga nagreklamo, may sponsorship. Well, if you show them that you have good social media followings and you have good social media, then maybe they would consider. You can sell something on social media. It's a communication tool, direct source. It's high demand. You can also battle fake news because someone posted something and you have good social media following. You can battle it by saying it straight that this is not the truth. And of course, it generate revenue. And there's a lot more. Actually, there's a lot more. But I have to end. So thank you very much. That's the power of social media. If you need more, if you want more information on how you can utilize your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, we can talk after this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pow Salud. May we invite on stage Chair Rija and Commissioner Trinidad to join our speakers for the discussion.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Pao. Very, very informative. Every time we talk about media, the power of media, how sports can be promoted efficiently through media, and it's such an interesting topic. And first of all, may we ask Chairman Mitra for his reaction to both presentations.
Thank you very much, President. Good afternoon, and thank you guys for staying on. This is our last portion of the program. We have here two people who are practicing media, of course, more on social media. And this afternoon we have boxers, trainers, of course, our friends from the other sports. I was thinking that maybe if there's a way, some of you who might want to ask questions can come forward and ask questions. We're just here to try to facilitate things. I know at the back of your mind, how can our two friends help boost a boxer's career? Probably also how much. And please take this opportunity to listen to them. I'm going to ask that question already for you. And I hope that they can respond and try to help you guys out. Of course, there's a matchmaker there. A lot of people have bad eyes, no? But some are, there's a boxer. And many athletes, so baka meron kayong chance to how can media boost the career of a boxer or an athlete?
Okay, first of all, thank you very much for the question. I'm on social media, and firstly, as my topic says, utilize social media properly. If you have social media profile, it will be kind of your persona to the world. So having social media and updating where you are, especially if you're an athlete, really help. First, you should have your own, because not all of us have their own budget for a social media marketing manager. Before actually, in any industry, walang role na social media. Bago lang yan. Pero now, it's needed in every company because it's actually the cheapest way to market yourself. And if you update that Manny Pacquiao, he's here. If you post it, he's here. Then it would help his follower understand where he is, who he really is. Because a fan that's more engaged, that knows more about the athletes, is more committed to follow you, and they will invest more in you. So first of all, just utilize social media and ask an expert. So it depends kasi. Minsan, iba-iba yung strategy sa social media. It's not just posting. You can see some social media page, they post and post, nothing happens. It's just there. They have 5 views. So it's good to have engagement. And in order for you to get that engagement, you have to be consistent in social media. Sir?
Yeah, thank you. I have to point out that there are ethical standards, no, sa social media din and sa newspapers printed. But honestly, from my experience, the main thing for you guys is you really have to be very, very approachable and friendly. I mean, hindi yung nagtatago kayo because you have to cultivate friendship. That's the main thing. So that the reporters will believe in you, you know. They will question, sometimes they will question your abilities. But at the end of the day, they will always look for the positive things in your career. I think that's very important.
Commissioner Trinidad, your reaction to what has been discussed so far?
Well, ako naman, I would like to, kami sa GAB, we're taking advantage of not just the mainstream media, but also of the social media in order to be able to convey to the people that ANGA has been doing a lot of things to promote and uplift professional sports in the country. So, mga bossing, yung tremendous help na ginagawa nyo sa amin, very much appreciated yon. And I hope you will continue to support the Games and Investments Board, most especially our professional athletes. Thank you. Chairman?
Just to add to what Commissioner Ed said, no? In the past, we had some problems communicating the ratings. You notice now, we put in the ratings, we put in the criteria, diba? Do you remember the criteria for boxing ratings? The quality of opponent, how often you fight, diba? Activity. And also explaining, no? Transparency, no? Gab has always posted in our Facebook account the story behind the ratings. Why this guy? Why this guy? How come this guy is not in the ratings? Because he's been fighting some. Well, there's activity, pero yung quality of opponent niya medyo mababa. And then, of course, for me, I think it's the feedback mechanism. People need to know how to reach you. And most of the things that we do actually come from a lot of social media requests to us. Can you post this? Because we're from Mindanao, we're from Cebu, we're very far, and we'd like to be in touch and aware. So these people have been helping us, and social media has also been helping them.
A question for Dennis. Dennis, anong sekreto mo? No? Because alam natin yung marami sa mga boksingero, mga kaibigan natin, mahiyain. Very reserved sila. Kung tatanungin mo sa kanila yung kanilang family history, they will retreat. Ano ang sekreto mo to be able to get a boxer or a fighter or an athlete for that matter, no? To come out openly para maibigay sa iyo yung mga sagot na kailangan mo to be able to put together a good story?
Well, actually, nabanggit ko nga kanina that some of our athletes, they're really not well versed in answering questions, no? Kasi the main thing is for them to fight sa ring, no? Outside the ring, mahihiyain eh. Ayaw magsalita. Pero pagdating sa loob na sa itaas ng ring, chairman, walang hiya eh. Walang hiya-hiya sa mga labanan. Honestly, ang ginagawa ko ay as his handlers, promoters, ang talagang the most important thing sa akin is to gain their trust. To gain their trust. So that they will be, yung wala sila magiging inhibitions to answer the questions. Siyempre, tatanungin ko din yung promoter, even the wife. Usually, yung mga wife, mas magandal pa kaysa sa mga fighters eh. So, nagbibigay sila ng mga sagot tungkol sa mga tanong na, kasi usually yung mga fighters, salamat sa Diyos, totoo naman yun, gagawin ko ang lahat ng aking makakaya. Yun na lang eh, ano pa prediction mo? Training naman ako ng gusto. Mga ganun. So, yun lang. For me, yung trust and confidence sa akin, binibuild up ko para makakuha ng magandang sagot. Salamat po.
Thank you, Dennis. Kay Pao naman, isang tanong. Pao, in trying to promote sports in general, maybe boxing in particular, how would you approach the Games and Amusements Board to be a partner with you in social media?
First of all, actually, thank you for the question. I didn't have to approach Gab first because Gab has the innovation and the initiative to do so. So thank you, Gab, because it was actually Gab who approached me and said, hey, do you want to go to social media? They recognize innovation after all of the medical innovation and everything. But as a social media person who loves sports, it's essentially an open communication. You have to really go there and send emails. That's what I did to some of the promoters or organizers. I sent email. I sent Messenger. Everyone is on Messenger at Facebook, so I just say, hey, I wanted to promote you. I am Powcast. I have this social media page. It's just direct approach, and you have to tell them exactly what you're gonna do. So I'm gonna create a video for you. I'm gonna promote it, and they usually say yes. So, and my approach, just to add, and building trust is very important to when you're interviewing athletes, especially boxers. For me, just being friendly with them. So I approach it like they're just talking to a friend. It's always on a positive note because it's true, it's really hard to get answers. But when they trust you, they give some witty responses. And we have some boxers who actually answers good questions, but most of them, yeah. Because of the image of Manny Pacquiao was silent, who's always thinking that they have the standard answer every time.
I think the important consideration, tayo mga magkakasama dito, para tayo isang pamilya, we're all partners in trying to promote and develop sports. We're partners with the Games and Amusement Board to strengthen sports. Kami sa media, kayo as active practitioners in sports, we're part of one family. We're all partners in moving forward and doing things together. And I think on that note, thank you very much to Dennis and to Pow for contributing their insights, but most especially thank you very much to the Games and Amusements Board for making this happen. To Chairman Mitra, Commissioner Trinidad, Commissioner Masanggit, maraming salamat po. More power. By the way, this is not the last day. This is a 2-day convention, 2-day summit. So bukas po, very interesting ang mga discussions natin. We've got Hubert Min, who was flown in from Hawaii to talk about judging sa boxing. We've got Bruce McTavish to talk about refereeing. Many other speakers lined up for you to be able to expand our knowledge. So, bukas po, magkita-kita tayo. Let's continue to make the Games and Amusements Board and Philippine sports stronger. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Chair Mika, Commissioner Trinidad, Commissioner Masanggit, to all our speakers, to our moderator, Mr. Quinito Henson, and to everyone who joined us today.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.